everyone, my name is Rose Ancarabio. So today, I'm going to discuss to you how teaching with technology works. But first, let us start with a question. Why use technology? So first is for interactivity. There is a little agreement over the meaning of the term interactivity, but most definitions are related to interaction between users and computers and other machines through a user interface. Interactivity can, however, also refer to interaction between people. It nevertheless usually refers to interaction between people and computers, and sometimes to interaction between computers through software, hardware, and networks. So, this is also referred to digital distribution. So, in this delivery or distribution, you deliver a content such as audio, video, ebooks, video games, and other software. The term is generally used to describe distribution over an online delivery medium, such as the internet, thus bypassing physical distribution methods such as paper, optical discs, and VHS or video cassettes. Next is we use technology for managing learning and resources. Next one is to collaborate, to communicate, especially for those who have a loved ones who are far away from them, to have a sense of cohort, variety of teaching and learning preferences, and lastly, for a formative and summative assessment. The second question is why we need technology in education. First thing is that it helps to connect the students to the real world or to face the reality. The second one is to prepare the students for the workforce. The third one is to have an access information more easily. Fourth, teaches students how to be more responsible. And fifth, it adds a fun factor to learning. The third question is, how does technology help? The first one, it allows students to be more control of their own learning. Why? Because with the help of technology, they can learn or gain more information with the things that they want to learn just to click in just one click in the internet. Second one is it allows lecturers to guide more and teach less. The third one is to develop information and become part of the instructing cycle. The fourth, it can provide some really engaging learning experiences. Next is teachers can provide scaffolding and safety nets. We all know that scaffolding is to a variety, or it refers to a variety of instructional techniques used to move students progressively towards a stronger understanding and a greater independence in the learning process. Next to the last is at risk. Students can be identified more quickly. And the last one is collaborating can be very well supported. We have 4 best practices in higher education. The first one is to have a good practice encourages contacts between students and faculty. The second one, to have a good practice develops reciprocity and cooperation among the students. The third one, to have a good practice uses active learning techniques. Fourth one is to have a good practice gives prompt feedback. Always remember that. So guys, because of the COVID-19 movement restrictions, the DepEd and the CHED has been encouraging students to continue their learning online. So now we are facing the new normal, for which is all schools and university will have blended or purely online courses. So what is blended learning? Blended learning is when the students learn via electronic and online media. There is no face-to-face in here. It also offers the learner convenience and flexibility. It gives learners a more comprehensive understanding and it also allows learners to interact with instructors and fellow learners. Blended learning is divided into two sections. The first one is synchronous, and the other one is the asynchronous. I guess everyone is familiar with this, right? So synchronous is when the teacher and the student is at the same time and at the same place. But with the pandemic COVID-19, we're just using a virtual classroom with the help of Zoom, Google Meet, and Moodle. In the asynchronous, this is not keeping time together. There is no real-time interaction with the teacher and the student or other people. And the lessons or the topics are just pre-recorded videos so that the student can watch it over and over again. So let's move on to the instructional technology. Instructional technology is a branch of education. It is also the systematic way of designing, carrying out, and evaluating the process of learning and teaching in the terms of specific objects. The main purpose of instructional designs is to create engaging, effective, and learning experiences. The main tool that everyone is using right now, not just the teachers but also the students, is the PowerPoint. So when you're using your PowerPoint, you need to be simple. And also use it as a supplement and just focus on the learning. There are some important tips of PowerPoint that I can share with you. The first one is that you always remember, humans see graphic first, then text. I agree with this. Everyone is agree with this. The second one is to keep information in a logical flow. Third one, 6 points or less per slides. The fourth is use large type consistently, minimum 24 points. Make sure that your text is readable. The last one is that you employ other media, board, overheads if possible. In infusing technology into classrooms, first you need to do is to communicate, collaborate, content engagement, organization and management of your lessons. Supplement their knowledge bases about technologies. We have 4 key areas in technological learning. The first one is to increase learner motivation. Second, advanced topics mastered. The third one is students acting as experts. And the fourth, a better outcomes on a standardized test. As years gone by, the learning methods are changing. So the question for everyone, not just for the teachers, but also for the parents and the students, are we all ready?